Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the first video, and this is in our Mercedes Sprinter Luton box van, which is there, but you're not allowed to see it yet. This video will be the first video of the series. It's going to be a breakdown of how to do the walls, do the paneling. I'm also going through things to avoid and things to make sure you do. Enjoy it. We're going to start battening out the sides, and then I'm going to have to insulate and board out. I don't have the insulation today, so I'm going to try and get it boarded up, but removable, so when I want to insulate it, I can just take it off and put it straight back on.
The wood's actually still okay, just a bit dark, it's a bit damp there.
I'm going to sand it back, I'm going to let it dry out, I'm going to give it a bit of a coat before I put the bottom plate down, and I'm also going to put it on some plastic packers, so if the damp ever did come through, it doesn't just go straight into the wall to make a small barrier. I cut that down with the battery skill saw just out of interest, because this is CLS, so it's an internal 4x2. A lot easier to cut than treated 4x2, so I thought I'd give it a go, but it's still not worth it. So these panels are like a 15mm board, and I want to make sure, you probably can't see it, maybe you can actually. They're really, really wobbly. So the point of this 2x2 is not just to be a place for the insulation, but it's also to make the panels way more rigid. Like, you don't want to be sleeping in here at night and also if you imagine that panel and the 2x2, if they weren't glued together and they could slap, it'd drive you mad.
Oh, it's you!
Got the lights on, we'll get the rest of these back in. Obviously, the width of the ply board is 1220, so it's not 1200 centres. As you'll see here, 1220 centres. 2.4 would be there, but I've stepped it over. Also remember to mark the bottom and the top of your studs. Good morning, everyone. So this morning I got the second panel on and I got these two studs in. Today we want to get this piece in. I'm going to have to notch it around the roller to begin with. So what we're going to be doing with this, I'm going to be taking the roller out. I know that lots of people like to keep them in, but for me, I have to allow for Lou, and Lou will struggle to do that every time. And we're supposed to be living in it permanently whilst we work on our boat as well. So we need something convenient and easy for her to do. That's not easy. Every time we want, oh, it's windy out there. Every time we want to go to a shop, I don't want her then struggling to get the roller back down. So we're going to be putting a caravan door in, and I'm going to get the same panels as this to basically put inside this groove and have them running across. And I'll just cut the door in there. Yeah, so that's the plan with this side. But for today, I'm going to get the second wall on to match that. There we go. That's that wall in. I spent too long on that. Make sure that anything you're going to hide, if you think it needs to be treated or maintained in any sort of way, do it before you hide it or bury it. It's very easy to just fit stuff and forget the most important part is your foundation. So I have just got the last board cut and I'm going to try and get it into the last space. Given how awkward the last one was, I'm expecting this to be very similar. That was about 10 times easier than the last one. Let's get screwed up. This panel and this panel are both in, and I'm going to do the end here now. Good morning. Today we're going to be going for insulation. Now, the insulation is usually quite a heavily discussed subject because some people put a ton of it in and they go overboard, whilst others underplay it and they don't put enough in. You get other people who put rock wool in their vans, which just leads to being soaked in no time. I would stress, do not put fiberglass insulation into your vehicle. If you put it into those panels, it would just get damp in no time. It would hold that moisture. For that, use anything that doesn't absorb moisture. The kind of like tinfoil insulation, I keep forgetting the name of it. It's a really good alternative for a conventional van. Obviously with us, we have a panel van, so I'm essentially working with a square box. So I will obviously be using hardboard insulation. Something else that has arrived is the reversing camera. I think with a normal car you'd be alright, or a normal van maybe, but the blind spot we have on the back of this van is crazy. That's a lot of moving and clearing. Give me 20 minutes. That was very uncomposed. I'll give you one of those little, take one off, insulate it, put it back on. I also want to pack out behind the insulation because I just want like a breathing gap. Out of convenience, I'm not going to start stripping these down lengthways. I'm just going to go at the 1.2. It's nice and easy to work within, not I guess a limited space because I can still move around, but it just makes everything a lot easier working in small sections. As you can see, the piece is in, and it's got a gap down the back. Obviously this is what I was talking about, the angle there for the blade, but the gap down the back, I do it with roofs and anywhere where the water needs to run or there can be some of condensation. There has to be like a breathing room, so I'm going to do the same principle on here. I'm going to allow a breathing gap down the back. I'm going to tape these joins with the insulation, kind of like it's tape basically, but that needs to kind of go over these cold spots, and then yeah, that's going to be all sealed. That is that panel back on, not for the last time. Second one done.
Just like working in the house.
Yep, very similar. On the last awkward one, back in. Yeah, let's do it. So I have set up the lights and I'm going to continue until the ceiling's insulated. I don't think I'm going to board it. I'm with the energy for that. Very bright light. Oh, it's actually quite warm. Got these set up here. We ain't stopping! The GoPro died, I had to charge it. In the meantime, I was able to get this up. So I have all the insulation down here, missing the end piece and a few pieces down there. As you can see, I've had to fill that center channel with expanding foam. You can already kind of feel with the shutdown, it's holding a lot more heat already, even with the gaps. But yeah, I need a few more cans because I need to fill every one of these channels, and I can hear the gun starting to run out, which is a bit of a shame. I was thinking about a few points of insulation to avoid. I spoke about the fiberglass insulation, but also polystyrene insulation. Campervans can have lots of electrics running through them, and they're usually done by people themselves. So there's a chance of sparks, or if there's a chance of a fire, if you have polystyrene, it will put your vehicle up in a blaze in seconds. So please avoid polystyrene. Yeah, it's not worth the risk. Go for stuff that's fire resistant. You would have seen that I was using a fire resistant foam. It's stuff to keep in mind. So it's about a singer. That's now done. I'm going to put these boards back on and we'll go for this. People usually bury their electrics in their walls in like trunking and stuff. I'm not a fan of burying anything. So when it comes to the electrics, they'll be not exposed, but they'll be accessible. We're going to have the wirings, like even the strip lights, I'm just going to have them slightly routed out, so they'll be still accessible technically. And then it will go into probably boxing along the corners, which will go down to the floor, again maybe through a cupboard. So I can always take them out if need be. I don't want to take any ply off. Nothing's hidden. The benefits of doing it at your dad's house. Oh. Still a bit sketchy right now. It could hit me in the back of the head, but should be right. I have actually forgotten to mark the bars, so I'm gonna have to try and pull it out a little bit, mark them, and then put it back up. That's it, we've got this board on. I will actually show you. I am leaving this strip down here because I know I can't do a proper job with this patch with this here. So it's a little bit of a shame, but I need it for work at the moment. Got that panel in there. Yeah, cool. So as you can see, this is the water tank. We have a separate compartment here. See, boo boo? This is the lovely boo boo.